You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is BMORE Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? It's me, Lady T, and this is BMORE Lifestyle from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. Now, there's a lot going on right now, so let's get to it. All right, so now it's time for Let Me Tell You. Meteorologist Amy Aronson is here with us, along with our very own Terra Reeves and Doug Eldridge with the DLE Agency. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey. So, all right, let me tell you right now. Foot Locker is helping voters get a leg up this election year. The athletic retailer is joining forces with Rock the Vote to give voter registration services. Foot Locker customers will be able to sign up to take part in the political process in stores. CEO Richard Johnson says the plan is to inspire and empower youth culture. What do you guys think? Terra, go first.
Well, I think this is a really great initiative. I mean, you look at those between 18 and 24, there's like 1/3 less percentage of those voters that are actually going to the polls during presidential elections.
Right.
So I know when I was younger, I still go to Foot Locker, but when I was younger, still playing youth basketball, I would go in there. That's where I would get my basketball shoes every season. So if I saw that as an 18-year-old, then I would definitely go in, encourage me to register to vote. And I mean, it's our duty as Americans to show up to vote because it's a freedom that we've been given. And so I really like this initiative that Foot Locker is taking.
Got you. Doug, what do you think?
I love it. Look, I'm 42, knocking on 43, and when I was growing up, Foot Locker was an absolute cultural touch point for all of us. It was always centrally located in the mall, and it was always the be-all, end-all place to find out everything that was cool, current, or coming down the pike. So I love it thematically what they're doing, but also when you actually look at the substance and the value of the strategic public relations campaign that the Foot Locker group is engendering, I think it's fantastic. As their CEO said, we're going to lean all of our 30,000 employees behind this. We're going to put our shoulder against the proverbial wheel and really lend our weight, not just in word, but in deed. And I think it's fantastic.
Awesome. Okay, well, let's move on to the Ravens. The Ravens are 2-0 after winning their first road game of the season yesterday against the Texans. The final score 33-16. The victory is Baltimore's 14th straight in the regular season, the longest streak in the NFL since Carolina won 18 in a row in the 2014-2015 season. What do y'all think about this Ravens win? Doug, tell me.
Every win is a good win, right? As the late Raiders owner Al Davis used to famously say, just win, baby. And this was another win for the Ravens. The big concern, though, amongst all the positives, not to be Debbie Downer, but the big concern is this. They gave up 4 sacks. Now, Lamar Jackson is unquestionably the most valuable brick in this Ravens wall. And the one thing that you can't do is let him get hurt. I always say to you guys, the most important ability is availability, meaning you can't let your guys, much less your key guys, get hurt. So maybe this was a one-off situation. You were facing J.J. Watt and that vaunted Houston's Texans defense, but you can't give up 4 games and keep our guy healthy through 16.
Wow, thank you. All right, Amy, you're in Baltimore. Tell me, how you feel about this Ravens win?
It was exciting. I think now just have football back. How exciting is that? But yeah, I agree with what Doug said. I thought they kept him in a little too long yesterday. They were pretty ahead. They could have maybe pulled him out a little earlier, but it was fun. We had our chili, our cornbread ready to go. It was a lot of fun to just watch the game. And how cool is it that we are like this awesome team now here in Baltimore? What a change from a couple of years ago.
I should have been at your house, Amy. You had chili and cornbread. All right, go ahead, Terra.
Yeah, well, honestly, I think the Ravens right now are so exciting to watch. Of course, you see your biggest jump with teams from game 1 to game 2. You make adjustments. I'm kind of with Doug and Amy. Yeah, they left Lamar Jackson in there a long time, but I mean, he's a dual threat quarterback. He's why you want to tune in and watch the Ravens. But then, of course, defensively, forcing the turnover, taking it to the goal line, going for it on 4th and 1 and scoring the touchdown. I mean, that's why we're fans of the Baltimore Ravens. They're showing that they're not scared, and they're looking good once again this season.
That's right. We got to protect our main man, Lamar, right? Well, next up, let's talk pandemies. So host Jimmy Kimmel called it the pandemies. Last night's Emmys was Hollywood's first major award show since the COVID-19 pandemic began. The show was live, but the nominees were at home, so about 130 cameras were dispatched to 20 cities and 10 countries for television's biggest night. Watchmen won 4 awards, including Regina King's 4th Emmy in 6 years. Tyler Perry received the Governor's Award, and Schitt's Creek became the first series ever to sweep the comedy category. What did you guys think? Terra, you want to jump in?
I thought it was hilarious. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel, kudos to him for being able to really, being a host is sort of a performance. So to perform in front of no people, I mean, he did a great job. Jennifer Aniston coming out, them setting the nominees on, or the little sheets of paper and envelopes on fire to make sure that they were sanitized. I thought it was very entertaining. Hilarious. And then having all the cameras there, I mean, what a production to be able to live view all those people in. Zendaya winning at just 24 years old. I mean, kudos to her for having such a spectacular career, being such a stand-up person. It was exciting to watch for as limited of the personnel in attendance that there were. So good to them for making it such a fun performance, and congratulations to all the winners.
That's awesome. Okay, Doug, you want to wrap us up?
Ladies, I don't know about you, but my wife was standing on the couch for Schitt's Creek. She absolutely loved that show, and I'm not kidding, shed a literal tear when it came to its end. Me, I like Succession, so I was so happy to see them being at home for Best Drama. I thought it was well-deserved. And I think for all of us that are shut in and chomping for new material, it just made us hungrier for next season.
Wow, so that's definitely going to be on my binge-watching list this weekend. Thank you for that, Doug. All right, thank you guys so much for chiming in. Now, we want you to tell it. Did you agree with all the winners, or did you have another favorite show that you were rooting for? Head to foxbaltimore.com/vote and let us know. Or go on the Fox 45 News app. Under Explore, you can find the spot to vote. And at the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. A new family drama starts tonight right here on Fox 45. Kim Cattrall is starring in a new show. And next, we talk to her about what makes this show so great.
You're watching BMORE Lifestyle.
Filthy Rich. Just from the name, you can tell this one is gonna be juicy. Fox Entertainment is making Kim Cattrall and Steve Harris available to talk to us via Skype today. Hey, you guys.
Hey, Lady T, how are you?
How good. I'm so glad to have you with us. So tell us, what about this show? Like, what should we know?
Well, it happens in New Orleans, and I play Margaret Monroe. Steve plays my fixer, my Michael Cohen sexy fixer, Franklin. And we have this television network called the television network is the biggest of its kind in the world. It has the biggest, audience in the world. It's called the Sunshine Network. And like it does in any soap opera, things start to go wrong almost immediately when my husband, the matriarch of the family, is killed in an airplane accident. And we discover that he has 3 illegitimate, to us, illegitimate children who are making a claim on our fortune, which doesn't sit well with the queen bee or her fixer.
All right.
So it starts there, and it kind of takes off. It takes flight as you get into the secrets and the turmoil and all the juicy gossip about who did what and when. How'd I do, Steve?
Oh, you did fantastic. I wouldn't add a piece to it. That was excellent. Who's ever watching?
Especially the sexy fixer.
Ooh, yes.
That was my favorite part of the entire thing, might I add.
I'm sure.
That was some real tea that was just spilled.
No, it has so many twists and turns. It has so many things, delicious aspects that I think people can grasp a hold of and hold on to and have fun with. I think that my character, being the sexy Michael Cohen, brings to light things that you can for sure know what's going to happen in the future, and how I'm attached and connected with this family and the business and how it's all put together. And make no mistake about it, church is a strong point of this show, as well as New Orleans in the South. And that aspect is demonstrating it. And we want you to enjoy and have this enjoyment with us and know how much we relish the opportunity to play these characters. I can't speak for Kim, but I don't get to be funny a lot in my career. Maybe it's because of the way I look. I have funny. Yeah, maybe you don't think I'm funny. I can't really call it, But this gave me an opportunity to be lighter and serious and funny and warm. It allows me to do these things that my career I actually haven't had an opportunity to do. So I love it.
Wow. Well, thank you. Thank you for filling us in on that. And we definitely want to tune into the show, and hopefully it'll make us feeling like we want to get filthy rich as well, right? Thank you guys for joining us today.
Definitely filthy.
Thank you guys for joining us. Awesome. All right. Well, till next time.
I don't know anybody who doesn't.
Get the answers to live your best life up next. I'm talking to Tosh, an intuitive guru. Also, celebrities share their tributes to the Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, what they're saying this morning about her death.
This is BMORE Lifestyle.
All right, so you've heard her on the radio in the DMV area and on most of the East Coast, but now she's here to share her gift for helping people with us. Intuitive guru Talk ToTash is here on BMORE Lifestyle today to shed some light on her gift. Hey, Tosh, how are you?
How are you? Thank you so much for having me, Tiffany.
Oh, girl, I'm so happy. Also, happy belated B-Day. Sorry, I got to say that too.
Thank you. Okay, I'm still on vacation. I'm still in Vegas.
Oh, well, thank you for taking the time to be with us. Now, tell me, what is an intuitive guru?
So I have a gift where I can literally speak with people and tell them things about their past, their present, as well as the possibility of their future. Some people would put me in the category as a psychic. I don't like to use the word psychic, but it definitely is in the same category. So it is a God-fearing gift where I can just tell you things about your life from your past, your present, and your future.
Oh, that's exciting. So tell me now, how did this gift develop, and how did it bring you to where you are today?
So my family realized when I was 6, 7 years old that I had this gift. So it was something that was very shocking. I told my mother something about a friend, and she was like, "How do you know that?" So, I had to explain to her, I know things, Mom. I know things about people. I'm very clear on certain things. Sorry, my phone went off. Certain behaviors that transpired. And then my mom took me to a therapist, and then I ended up meeting the therapist at the age of 8 years old.
Wow. Oh my gosh. You've been using this. I watch you on DJ. I listen to you on DJ Quicksilver's show all the time, girl. So tell me, what are some of the craziest questions that you've gotten from people?
I mean, one of the highlights of people are really concerned about their marriage. So people are like, am I going to get divorced? What's happening with me? I get a lot of health questions, a lot of career questions often. I mean, everything. I mean, people ask me about everything from health, wealth, career, love, finances. I do work with a lot of celebrities in the industry as well, ranging from Bryson Tiller to Pep from Salt and Pepper, Tiki Barber, Dante Hall. I spoke to Jenny McCarthy, Angela Yee. So people ask me everything that you could possibly think of about their lives.
Oh my goodness. Well, that shows that they also trust you. Now, hey, look, can we test it out? Can I ask you a question now too?
Yes, you can ask me a question too.
Ooh, I felt like you knew that was coming.
I did.
Well, I don't know, money or love. What do I talk about? Where do you see me in love? Where does love go for me?
Okay. So with regards to your love life, I am seeing good things for your love life, just kind of not right now. I do feel like your love life is kind of on pause.
Yes, it is.
But I do feel like between next year, more to the end of next year, top of 2022, is when I see that you will meet your life partner, the person who you're going to be spending your life with, is what I'm excited about. I do gather that right now you're focused on career.
Okay, yes, I am. You know it. You know it.
And something's also coming up to me with a book. I don't know if that means anything to you, but I'm seeing something with a book. Anything with that?
Oh my goodness. I do write a lot. And I did have a thought about what that is. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That is amazing.
Write the book, Tiff.
Well, okay. Well, you've seen it for yourself. Thank you so much, Tosh, for joining us today. And you know you can reach her on social media. Thank you, Tosh.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tiff. I appreciate the interview.
All right. So this morning, meteorologist Amy Aronson went to Weber's Peachberry Farm. Amy, how did it look this morning?
I would say we had the best weather here this morning with one exception. It was cold out there, Tiffany. We started off in the upper 30s, but I took some pretty pictures. We had a beautiful sunrise, so I tweeted this out earlier this morning. You can see that sunrise above the apple trees there. And if you're looking to pick your own fruit, you want to get into the fall spirit, Weber's is now open for that. You just have to sign up in advance, so make sure you do that. My photographer, Chris, took this beautiful picture of the apples on the trees there. They look like they're ready to be picked right about now. So it's starting to feel like fall, not exactly look like it just yet. If we check in on our fall foliage forecast, you'll see we're now colored in that light yellow. So starting to see a little bit minimal fall colors pop through. If you're wondering, when are these fall colors going to peak locally, we've got to wait just about a month. So mid-October is when we see that orange across our area. So I'll backtrack there so you can see that really quickly. We see that bright orange across our area. If you're wondering where can I go to see some fall colors a little earlier, just travel a little to the west. That's where we see those peak earlier, later this month, and then up towards New England. We should start to see those vibrant reds, yellows, and oranges peak earlier there. Now let's quickly head to the tropics. We have Tropical Storm Beta that's actually slowly crawling its way towards the Texas coast. Flooding rain will be the main concern there. Closer to home, we just have high pressure nudging in from the north. That's what's keeping us cool but dry for another day. So our string of the 60s will continue before we warm back up. So I have a nice hot cup of coffee behind this bar graph here. You certainly need something hot today, either cider, hot chocolate, or hot coffee. Temperatures will be down again, down about 10 degrees below where we should be. So that puts us in the mid-60s this afternoon, although we do have a ton of sunshine overhead. And then tonight's another chilly one. We dip back into the low 40s under crystal clear skies. Quick look ahead shows as we officially kick off fall tomorrow. It's going to feel like it for another day. We'll spend Tuesday in the low 70s. But after that, a brief burst of summer. We're back to near 80 by Thursday. A very slim chance for some showers will follow late Thursday through Friday. And then after the weekend, I am still going to throw in that rain chance. There's a possibility we could see some of that leftover moisture from Beta spread our way. But you'll notice temperatures stay pretty consistent and near normal by the end of this 7-day. Near the end of this 10-day, we're in the upper 70s through at least next Monday.
All right, thank you, Amy. Now let's get messy. Hopefully you guys are thirsty because we got some tea to spill, okay? So up first, let's talk Juliana Rancic and Vivica A. Fox. So they revealed this past weekend that they tested positive for COVID-19. So they were unable to actually host the red carpet preview for the Emmys, which was so sad. I know that was hard for them. Now, Vivica A. Fox, I only know that she tested positive. Now, Juliana Rancic, her and her entire family tested positive for coronavirus. And, you know, that was such a sad thing. But you know what? There was a lot of wins that night. So congrats to all the winners. And shout out to Zendaya, youngest woman. Girl, winning that Emmy. Congrats to her. Up next, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. We lost a great one, you guys. Many people, including celebrities, are paying tribute to notorious RBG on social medias. Flowers, American flags, and messages of condolence filled the area around the Supreme Court Justice Building in D.C. this past weekend. And Meghan Markle called her the Justice of Courage. Just listen to that title. Like, she is truly deserving of it. You know, R.I.P. RBG, man. I tell you. All right, so up next, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He was showing off his strength this past weekend. He had to break open his front gates. He said there was some kind of storm outage. And when the power outage happened, he had to rip the gates apart because he was like, I'm trying to get to work. So look at the damage that he ripped his gates apart. I thought that was so crazy, but it sets him up. He's about to play the strong DC comic villain Black Adam. And I think he's ready, showing off all that strength over there. Okay, so thank you guys. That is all for the tea today. And there's still time for you to tell it. Did your favorites win the Emmys last night? Head to foxbaltimore.com/vote. Well, we wanted you to tell it. Did you agree with all the Emmy winners, or did you have another favorite show that you were rooting for? Well, here are the results from today's poll. 33%, almost 33% of our viewers say that they deserve it, while 67% say they wish their show was included. Oh, well, maybe next time. There's always another year. Hopefully it won't be the pandemics though next year. And we've got a great show lined up for tomorrow. Now is the time to take charge of your health. A family medicine doctor shares her thoughts on what you need to do right now to stay healthy.
Find out how to have your business featured on BMORE Lifestyle. Email us at bmorelifestyletv@foxbaltimore.com.
So I just want to say thank you to Talk ToTash and all the different people that we had come in on the show today. Thank you, Baltimore, for inviting us into your home. We've learned so much from today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Remember, stay strong and to live, laugh, and love.